So I will be giving you this video so that you can use this video, watch it once again and create what I am telling you to do. Fine. So first thing what you have to do is that you need to create a Gmail account, because Android will not work without Gmail. Okay. Only when you have a Gmail account, you can work with Android. Fine. Yes. So first step, what you have to do is that you need to click on the sign in account, right? Next, what you need to do is that you need to click on create account. That's the second step for myself. Then you need to enter your name here, first name as well as last name. What is your first name? Okay, tell me what is your full name. I want you to type it in the chat box. You have the chat option there, right? Is there something known as chat? Click on the chat and type. Your full name. Awesome. So Vanshika Rathod, correct? Super. So what you can do now, you can take your name and type here. For example, this is Vanshika, right? And here I will type Rathod. Okay, yeah, this is your first name as well as your last name, right? And then you need to have a unique username. This is what we call it as a Gmail ID. Okay, you need to be unique. So what you can do is that you can use your name itself, right? So it can be vanshikarathod@gmail.com. That will be your ID. Okay, this is how you need to create. If suppose if this name is taken, no, for example, I will type my name now. See here, my name is Vishal and my father's name is Jagadish. Okay, so that's how my full name. And what I will do here is I will type Vishal Jagdishan, right? And I press enter. It will ask you for a password. You can create any kind of a password. Okay, whatever you want, you can store it as your password. For example, what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to have my name, that is VISHAL equal to 123. So VISHAL equal to 123. This is going to be my password. And again, you have to type the password again here. So this is also going to be Vishal equal to 123. Right? If you click on this icon, you will be able to see whether it is right or not. See here. Right? So Vishal equal to 123 and Vishal equal to 123. So both have to be same. And once I click on next, see now this password, this username is not available. Someone has already taken it. So I cannot create an email ID again on the same name. So I need to use some other name. So what I will do now, I will add my date of birth. That is 10/10/1994. So now this is my unique ID. Now let me check. So I'm going to check it. Yes, it is available. Then it will ask for a phone number. Okay. So you have a mobile, right? Either your father or your mother's, you can use any one of them. No problem. Right? Not now, not now. Once the class gets over, you now listen completely. Then I will give you the video also. Then you can watch it and you can do it. Okay. Right. So now that phone number, I'm going to give my number. So let me say 9600015954, my mobile number, right? And then it will ask you for your date of birth. So my date of birth, I'm going to give now. Okay. So which month, which day, and which year, and gender, yes, I'm a male. And then I click next. Then it will ask you to verify. What it will do, no, when you click a send, right, it will send a message to your mobile number. Okay, I'm going to show you that also now. See now, this is my mobile number. I'm sharing you my mobile screen now. Yeah. So this is my mobile now. And here I have received a message from Google now. See, this first message, no, G432484 is your Google verification code. Like this, you will also receive a number. This number will not be same. It will be a different number for you. Once you get this number, what you have to do is, again, you go here, right, and enter the number here, right? Whichever the number I saw there, no, that number I will enter it here now. So which is 432484, right? You have to remember two things. One is the user ID and another is the password, right? Once you create it, take a notepad or somewhere and note it down when you're doing it. Okay, when you are doing it, you need to note it down. Okay, right? What happened? Okay, you need to put on headset. Yeah, wear it. I'm holding it up. Okay.
Start now.
Okay, super. So now you need to enter this number, right? And then what you have to do is you need to click on, okay, yeah, you need to click on verify, right? And once you click on this verify, everything will be done. Yes, I am in. That's all. And then go scroll down and just click on I agree. Over. So now you have created an own Gmail ID. See here, this is your Gmail ID now, which is my email ID now. Now you have to create your own email ID. Fine. Once you have created this, what you have to do is, now you can go into Google again, right? Come to Google again. Fine. And the next step, what you need to do is, you need to go and search something known as MIT App Inventor. Okay. You need to search MIT App Inventor and press enter. And next, what you have to do is see this particular link, appinventor.mit.edu. You need to click on this link, open this link, and it will take you to a page like this. And here, what you need to do is click on this button known as Create Apps. It will open up another link, and now it will ask you to sign in using the email ID which you created now. So here is the email ID. See here, Vishal Jagdishan 10101994@gmail.com. So what I have to do is I have to select this. Okay. Right. And this will ask you some accept things and all. Just scroll down till the bottom and you have a button known as I accept the terms and services. Just click on it. That's all. Right. So now here only we are going to develop the project. Okay. Here only we are going to develop the app. Okay. We are going to create a simple app, right? And what this app is going to do, no, I'm going to have a button inside my app. When I click that button, the background color of the app will be keeping on changing randomly. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create an app. I'm going to have a button inside the app. And when I click the button, the background color of the app will be keeping on changing randomly. This is what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to teach you how it is going to work. Fine. Maybe I can show you the app itself. Let me, okay, hold on a minute. I'm just bringing the app itself. Let me make a live demonstration to you. Hold on, I'm just coming back. I'm just getting the app inside my mobile. Hold on, I'm there. I'm just pulling out the data. 1 second. Just hold on. I'm just pulling out the data. 1 second. Yes, got it. Done, 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 done. Yes. Awesome. Good. So I'll just now show you the app. Yeah. Get back, get back, get back. I got it. Put it on. Yeah. Good. So I just made the app now. I'm going to share you the app. Right. Just check this app now. Right. So now you are able to see my mobile, right? So this is the app I have created now. Okay. Right. I'm going to teach you how to create this app today. Right. What I have here is I have an image. Okay. This is an image. Right. And then I have a button. Okay. Now, once I click this button, no, what will happen is this entire background color, which is white, will change to randomly different colors. Okay. This is the app I'm going to create today. So let me demonstrate that now. So as I click the button now, there is a button right click me, right? I'm going to click it. So just see this. I have not done the coding, sir. Awesome. Okay, I will demonstrate this. Okay, so now you understood this, right? This is the app which we are going to develop now. Okay, once I click this button, the background color of the app is going to keep on varying to different colors. Fine. So I'm going to stop this here. Now let us start doing the app. So this is where I'm going to do this, right? So once you come to this screen, what you need to do is at the top left corner, there is a button known as Start New Project. Okay, so you need to click that button and then you have to give a project name here. Okay, project name is something, the name of the app. Okay, so you have the WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and all the different kinds of apps, right? So same way, I'm going to create an app. So I have to give a name for the app. So let me say that this app is going to be Color Changer. Okay, fine. And I click on OK. Now, once I have done this, right, the project will open up. It will take some 2 to 3 seconds to load and this screen will appear now. Okay, so when you take this particular screen, there are 4 different areas in the screen. In this particular thing, there are 4 different areas. One is this particular area, which I call it as user interface. Okay, this is where the components which I can use inside my apps is present. Okay, for example, you saw that image as well as button in the app, right? So here you see you have a button and here you see you have an image. So this is what I will put it inside my mobile. Okay, like this I have lots and lots of components here, right? I'm not going to take all the components today. I'm going to teach you only 2 components today. One is button, another is image. Okay, how we can use that, right? So this is the first thing. Second thing, what is here is, if I just look here in the middle, this one, just I'm going to highlight it, this one. Okay, it's not a pen. Yeah, this one. This particular area, I call it as viewer. Okay. This will show you how your app will look inside your mobile. However it looks inside the mobile, it will look here. Okay, so now it is empty. I have not yet added anything. And the third area, which is very important here, is this third area is the components area. So if you just take a look at this area, no, this is what we call it as components. See, this area we will contain all the components which we are using inside our app. Okay, when I take the palette area or the interface area, it contained all the components, right? But I am not going to use all the components inside my app. I'm going to use only 2 components, right? So whatever the components I use will be shown here, right? And finally, the last one is the properties area, right? This is the area where you will be able to set the image, change the color of the button. Then you can edit the text of that button, right? The name of the button was different, right? Click me, right? It was like click me. So I can all edit this in this properties area. So this is what I'm going to do now, right? For first thing, what I'm going to do is, let me go to a layout, right? And let me drag a vertical arrangement first. Vertical arrangement means, I will show you what is a vertical arrangement. Okay. So first let me make it, see now once I added this component, it is just occupying a small square in the corner. But I want this vertical arrangement to occupy the full screen. So what I'm going to do is, I will click this vertical arrangement, height and width, rendu option irukilla. I will make the height as fill parent. And once I click OK, see what is happening. The vertical arrangement is occupying the full screen. And next I will also click on width and click on fill parent. And once I click OK, it will occupy the entire screen. Okay, so this is what is a vertical arrangement. See here, now as I start adding buttons, see I'm going to add buttons. What is happening here? The buttons are getting added one below the other, right? From top to bottom, it is getting one below the other. This is what a vertical arrangement will do. In a vertical arrangement, the buttons will be added one below the other, right? There is one more layout. Let me show you that. Let me delete this. Okay, I will delete this completely. Okay, and I will go to layout again. And there is something known as horizontal layout, right? And I will make this again fill parent and again with fill parent, right? So now it's occupying the entire screen. Let me add some buttons. So let me add 1, 2, 3. Now see what happened. All the buttons were added from left to right. The vertical arrangement, top to bottom, but in horizontal, it is left to right. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. Now I don't want a horizontal arrangement. So let me delete it again. Let me remove it. Okay. And I will again go to the layout and I will use only one vertical arrangement. So let me drag and put a vertical arrangement. And now I will make the height fill parent as well as my width fill parent so that it occupies my entire screen. And after that, 2 things I'm going to use. One is an image and another is a button. So let me drag an image and put it inside. And let me drag a button and put it inside. Now you see here, my button and my image is to the left corner. But I want my button and my image to come in the middle of the screen. What I can do? You have to again go to the vertical arrangement. And when you see in the properties window, you have something known as align horizontal and align vertical. So this align horizontal is now currently in left. So that is why both my components are in the left corner. If I just make this center, it will come in the middle. And if I make this right, it will go to the right. So let me make this right now. And now it is in the top. Correct. Again, I want it in the middle. So what you have to do is that here you have one more component known as vertical align vertical. So now here it is top. That is why it is in the top. If I make it center again, see now my button and my image both have now come in the middle of the screen. And if I make it bottom, it will go to the bottom of the screen. So it's very easy, make it in the center. Fine. Now now we will start editing the button. The button is gray in color, right? Let us make it look more attractive, right? Because the apps has to be more attractive. So let me click on this button. Now you see there are a lot of options here. Background color, right? We have a lot of options here, right? What are the options? We can change the background color. We can change the font size. We can change the height. We can change the width, right? And then you have the shape. Then there is lot many things. Okay, what happened?
The charge is running out, that's all.
Okay. Okay, shall I proceed? Shall we continue?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Good. So now what you need to do is I'm going to edit the button. Okay, I'm going to make the button look more attractive. So see now what I will do now, I will click this button. You will see a lot of properties of the button. And let me change the background color blue. So now the button has become blue. Now let me take the text bold. Okay, the size of the text will become bolded. And let me increase the size of the text. So let me say I will make it like 18. So see now that the button text is become bigger. And let me make the height automatic. Let it be automatic. Now the width alone, I will go to the percentage, right? And I will make it as 90% and I'll click on OK. See now the button is now 90% in the screen, right? And there is an option known as shape. Okay, there I will click rounded. So what will happen is see the corners of the button, right? See the corners of the button, it is rounded. If I click rectangular for that, it will be sharp. And if I click oval, it will be oval. So now let me have the button as rounded itself so that it looks good. And again, I click the button and I can edit the text now. Instead of text for button 1, I will remove this and I will make click me. Okay. And if I press enter, see now the button's name also changed. Click me. Fine. And the text color for visibility, let me make it white. Right. See the text color, it is in white now. Right. So now the button is over. Next, we have to put that Android Robo image, right? So first you need to get that image. Only then you can put it here. Correct? So how you can get this image is go to Google. Okay. And here type Android and add a word known as PNG. Okay. Add a word known as PNG and type enter. You will find a lot of Android images coming up. So go to images. Click on whichever the image you want. We will use this image. Okay, so click on this image. Then what you can do is right click here. Okay, click on this image, right click. And there will be an option known as save image as. So you click on that and the image will be stored inside your computer. Okay, you can store wherever you want. So let me say I wanted to store inside pictures, right? And I already have a lot of images. So let me store Android.3 -3, same image only. And I save it. So what will happen is see here the image has now been downloaded. Now what you have to do is that go back to MIT App Inventor, right? Scroll down. Here you find an option known as upload file. So click on upload file, choose file, and it will open up the screen. Here, what you need to do is that go and fetch the downloaded image. So I have stored it in the pictures, right? And if I just scroll down, there is something known as Android-3. So I click on this and I click open. Now you see the file name is here. Now I click on, okay, sorry, open, and I click on OK. Once I have done that, see here at the bottom, the file name is added here. The file has been added into your app. Now you need to set it here. Okay, now we have to set it this to the image. For that, what you have to do is click on the image, and here you find the properties. Now let us adjust the height now. Let me say I will have the height around like 60% of the screen. Okay, out of the whole screen, my image will be like occupying 60% of the screen. That is 60%. And let me say the width again be like 90% of the screen. So the width is horizontal one, height is vertical one. And I will click OK again. So now you see here, the image block size itself is changed. Now I need to fit the picture inside this. How you can do that is, here you have an option known as picture. So click on this, and there is an option known as android-3.png, and click OK. Now you see the image is now inside. Done. So that's all. The design part is over. Okay, I have designed the app completely and the designing is over. Now the next step is, once I click this button, this entire background color white has to change to different colors. This is what I wanted to do. For that, what you need to do is, you need to go to something known as blocks. This top right corner, no, you will see something known as designer, and you will see something known as blocks. So click on blocks and go to another window. This is where I will be developing the program. Okay, and how am I going to develop this program is, what will be the action I'm doing? Only when I click the button, right? Understand this. Only when I click the button, the background color image changes. Fine. So what I can do is, when I click this button, no, there will be an option known as when button one dot click. So you need to drag that and put it in. Right. So once I click the button, right, what it has to happen is, there is a vertical arrangement, right? This vertical arrangement's background color has to keep on changing randomly. So what I will do is, I will go to the blocks and I will again click on vertical arrangement. There will be an option known as set vertical arrangement one dot background color to whichever the color you want. Fine. So what I will do here is, see, colors is a combination of red, green and blue. Okay, whatever the color you want, it is a combination of red, green and blue, and the values will be 0 to 255. Okay, the minimum value of red, green and blue will be 0, and the maximum value of red, green and blue will be 255. Let me show you that how it works. Let me go to the Google again, right? And here I will do is, what I do is called as a color. Okay, sorry, we have to type HTML color picker. And see here, when it comes to Google, there is a value of RGB. Okay, so let me type the minimum value. R is 0, G is 0, and blue is also 0. What will happen? When all of them are 0, the color is black. Okay, and if I make all the colors combined, let me say 255, 255 and 255. The color is white. If I combine only red and green, okay, let the red and green be 255, 255, and if I make the blue 0, the color is yellow. Okay, and if I make, let me say I make red, green alone 0, and I will make red and blue 255. The color is a kind of magenta. Yes. Okay. And let me say I make this 255 and keep the red 0. So green and blue will give you kind of a cyan or a blue. Right. So this is how the colors work. So they have a multiple combinations of RGB value, and these values are from 0 to 255. they make different colors. So this is what I'm also going to use inside my app. So I go to the MIT App Inventor again, and here what I do is I use a combination of colors. So I will go to the colors and I will use an option known as make color, and these three values will be R, G and B. And what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to put all these things into dustbin and delete it. I'm going to use three values, and these values are going to be generated randomly on their own. I'm not going to feed any numbers. Between 0 and 255, it is going to occur randomly. Fine. So there is a function inside this math known as random integer. So random from 0 to 255. And again, this is for R. Then you can again click on this, right click on this, and there will be an option known as duplicate. So duplicate it and attach it. Okay, once again I do that, right click, duplicate, attach. Fine. So now what has happened, when I click the button 1, this block will set the vertical arrangement or background color to a color which will be of RGB, and the value will anywhere between 0 and 255. So when the three colors combine, it will produce a new color. Fine. Are you clear with this? Are you clear till this? Understood this? Okay. One is the designer where I had some blocks, and the second one is the blocks where I run the program. Now my app is ready. The next step, what you have to do is you need to download this app and put it inside your mobile. Correct? So what you have to do now is to download this app. At the top, there is an option known as build here. So click on this build, and there is an option known as app provide QR code for .apk. Right? Click on this. Once you click on this, see there is a progress bar coming up. Once this is completed, this will give you a QR code. Right? Now you need to scan that QR code and install the application inside your mobile. It's a very easy. Any mobile you can install. But the mobile has to be Android phones, not iPhones. Okay? iPhones will not accept it. It has to be a Android phone, because you are developing an app only for Android, not for iPhone. So now see the 100% is done. And once this 100% is done, you will generate a QR code. See here. So there is a QR code now come up. Now what you need to do is, I will go inside my mobile now. So I will just step into my mobile. So I get my mobile screen here. And the next step, I will open my Play Store. What you have to do is you have to download and install an app inside your mobile. So what is the name of the app? No, the name of the app is MIT space AI. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, MIT space AI2 space companion. Okay, and second one, you see here, the second option, this is the companion. So what you have to do is that you need to download and install them. So open them. I have already downloaded and installed it in my system. So you also need to download and install it in your mobile. Once installed, open the app. Okay, there are two buttons now. One is connect with code, another is scan QR code. I will show you now. So once installed, no, you will have the app here. See here, you have the app here. I'm sorry. See, you have the app here. So you need to open this app. Once you open, there are two options, connect with code and scan QR code. Click on scan QR code. It will open up the scanner. Okay, so I'm sitting in my front of my system. So you are able to see my camera, right? So what you have to do is that open that link and scan it. Now once scanned, it will automatically download the file. Okay, it will automatically download the file. See, there will be an option asking to download. Click on download. Okay, once downloaded it, it will automatically start to install. See, it is asking, do you want to install this application? It does not require any special access. Now you click on install. And once installation is done, this will come up. Okay. Please don't click OK. If you click OK, the app will not install. What you have to click here is click install anyway. Okay. Please be careful with this step. If you miss this step, the app will not install. You have to again generate another QR code and again download and install it. So click on don't send. And now my app has been installed. The tick mark has come. There is a two option, done, open. So click on open. See now, whatever we developed is in my app now, right? So now I'm going to click the button. See, I'm going to click once. See the background color? It has changed to purple. I am clicking again. Now it is yellow. I am clicking again. Now it is a kind of a dark blue. Again I'm clicking it. It's a kind of a violet. Again I'm clicking it. Again a blue. Then again I'm clicking it. A kind of a blue. Then green. Then if I click a darker green. Then again a kind of yellow. Then again I click it green. I click it kind of a purple, orange, right? Then green, greener. So you could see the difference, right? So this is how you need to develop apps. Was it tough or easy? Was it easier or tougher? Easy, right? So you need to just put on the blocks and assemble and develop the apps and get it inside your mobile. Right? So this is a very basic app. Okay, this is a very simple basic app. I will also show you a lot of many apps which we did. Right? See here. Right? These are all the different apps I have done. So there is a age calculator app which will calculate your age. Okay, so once I choose the date of birth, so let me say my date of birth is 10/10/1994, right? So I just choose my date of birth, which is going to be October, done. And then I choose the current date, that is today date. And once I click calculate age, it will say my age. This is one app which we developed. And also I developed an app known as bill calculator. Right? So if I choose banana or apple, how many of kgs I want, like 5 kgs I'm buying. Right? Let me say I'm also buying mango, which is like 2 kgs. And once I click on calculate bill, it will tell me the total value of the bill. Okay, so this also we will learn. And also there is some apps known as mini Wikipedia. Right? When I click on a sensor, when there is a lot of options, I can choose one. And I have a Wikipedia kind of a thing where you have an image, some text, and a button to go back. So I click on this, it opens up a pop-up. Do you want to go back? If I click yes, it goes back to the home screen. So this is one app. Another app we have is a music player, right? Where you will learn to develop your own music player and play songs. This is also an app which we developed. Then you have the image encyclopedia app where I can choose a gallery. If I choose waterfalls, see now, as I scroll, you will find all the gallery images. So this is also an app we work. And the beautiest app of all, right? This one. This is a translator app. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, whatever I type in English, it is going to get translated into Hindi. Fine. So let me type. Right. Okay. I'm going to use your name. Okay. My name is Vanshika. Okay. Done. So I just typed in. Now I'm going to click the button translate message. So once I click the translate message button, see there, your name is there, right? In Hindi. And another thing, now I'm going to make my phone itself to speak in Hindi. So I'm just going to hold it near the camera so that you will be able to hear the audio.
मेरा नाम है कि वंशिका.
Did you hear that? Yes. So these are all the different apps which we can do with our MIT App Inventor, which we will be learning later. Okay. So today's task for you is create the simple app, right? And what I want you to do is that you need to make the app work and send me a screenshot. You know how to take a screenshot in your mobile? Yes. So develop an app, put it inside your mobile, and I want to see a screenshot of the app. Okay. Right. And I will also send you this video, right? Whatever I taught you today, right? I will send the videos recording to you. So if you face any problem, or if you are stuck anywhere, or if you find it somewhere what to do next, you don't know what to do next, you can watch the video again, right? Scroll through it, watch it, and solve it on your own, right? So are you going to complete it?
Yes.
Yes. So did you enjoy today learning
Yes.
this? Okay. So this is what we are going to do. Okay. Every day like this, what I will be doing on this, that I will be giving you lots and lots of apps. And what I will make you to do next, no, I will also make you to create your own YouTube channel. I'm going to share some of my students' YouTube channel. Okay. I'm going to share some of my students' YouTube channel. So I go to YouTube and okay, let me bring on some of my students. Okay, this guy is one of my student, and see all these are the apps which he has done and he has uploaded. This is how I will also make you to do, right? So we just did this color generator, right? He also has done it. So this is how you will be doing, right? So he will be working on different things like this. And then you will see image, video player, right? You have like 60 to 70 apps to develop. You will also learn how to develop clock. Okay, see this clock app. I will also teach you how to make these videos and all. Fine. I will also teach you that how to make this video, how to put it in YouTube, right? So see this. See, it's a live clock. Sorry. It's a live clock. Okay, you see the day, you see the time, you see the digital clock running here, and you also see the actual wall clock. So you will also learn how to make these stuffs and all. So every day you will come up with something new. Fine. So this is what you are going to learn, and you are clear with today's task, right? What do you have to do today? Yes.
Yes.
So you are going to complete and send me a screenshot of the app installed inside your mobile. Fine. So it should change different colors. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So hope you enjoy the session today. Learn something new today, right? Awesome. Good. So we'll see you later, right? I'm waiting for your task to be completed, right? We'll see you. Until then, bye bye and all the best. Okay. Bye.
Bye.